Welcome once again to Lazy Guy News, News Guy News, Lazy Guy Guy News. I'm your lazy news guy. And I'm here with your news in a nutshell. News time is straight up. Straight up. Topping our news, the hat, yeah. It's an Australian story, we'll get to it in just a moment. Topping our news, yesterday, former Speaker of the House from many moons ago, Newt decided he was going to design a website. And he wasted no time in doing so. In fact, the site is already up and running today. In my book, he is now qualified to be our next president. I bet nobody, and I mean nobody else up on Capitol Hill can design a website on their own. And after I've already donated, don't sit there and tell me that later on we're going to find out that Newt didn't actually design his own website. No. If you go to newtexplore2012.com, you'll see a big red donate button. No one else could have thought of that except for Newt. I know he is serious about being our next president. He asked for your ideas because he is determined to put those ideas on page 1, making it as long and tedious as page 2, the donate page. Remember this date, March 4th, mate, 2011, March 4th, 2011. An Australian brewery, has invented the first space beer. Now, the way I understand it is, you can drink this beer in space. You see, NASA invented Tang for astronauts, so they would have a digestible drink. Carbonation in beer and weightlessness, they don't go along together, okay? On Earth, gravity kind of holds down the beer in most cases, but in space, it just floats there in your belly, and then I don't want to be gross. Let's just say that you can burp without being drunk, okay? You know what I mean. Here's the historical future funny part. In the future, who's going to remember that we crazy Americans landed on the moon in 1969? When the space tourism industry takes off, the Aussies will be toasted in orbit for inventing spice beer. It goes something like this. Oi, who was the the first people up here in space anyway? Anybody got any ideas? Nobody's going to say the Russians. Nobody's going to talk about America landing on the moon. It'll go something like, who cares, mate? We're up here right now. Today is March the 4th. Remember back in 2011? March the 4th. Yeah. Spice beer. Yeah. In a related story, Homer Simpson is now qualified to be an astronaut. Moreover, the top news coming out of Ohio, the principal of Chapelfield Elementary near Columbus, Ohio, has apologized to the mother of a 5th grade student assigned to play a slave for a social studies class. According to the Associated Press, now the class was randomly divided into slaves and masters, and the only other black student got to be a master in a simulated slave auction. Now, there's no word yet whether or not the principal will apologize to the 5th grade slave owners who appeared to be traumatized by having to buy and sell human beings. Charlie Sheen said in a recent radio interview that, quote, absolutely, the gig is coming back. I feel like the worm is turning and all parties are finally waking up. Absolute. The tequila worm is turning. In a related story, Jimmy Fallon says his cologne, Winning, will be coming to Walmart shelves soon, even though it wasn't there to begin with. He has raccoon blood and Epimetheus DNA. I shall interpret. Jimmy Fallon is saying he is sneaky like a raccoon. And he is going to sneak the cologne into the shelves of the Walmart. And of course we all know that Epimetheus was the god of afterthought and the father of excuses. So wait a minute. Sounds like Charlie Sheen has Epimetheus DNA. And that would mean that Charlie Sheen is related to Jimmy Fallon. Oh man, Jimmy's gonna hate this. I'm sorry, brother. Hey, if you lost me at Winning, just Google Fallon and Winning. Funny stuff. That's a look at news. Check out the blog, unfoundedniche.blogspot.com. The latest Celebrity Apprentice A Fly Speaks is on there, written for your enjoyment. You can do it with all your friends, sitting around, each guy playing a girl or whatever, a guy, whatever part you want to play. And you can read it back and forth and have fun at the office or do whatever you want to do. Or you can check out your hokey scopes and find out your future before, during, or after it happens. That's it. Peace out from your Lazy Guy News at the Lazy News Guy News. La la.